Chapter 147. The first time controlling beast taming. Demi-immortal lessons blood. Demi-immortal Jin Han's legacy. To demi-immortal remnant soul above Lu Xuanxuan's head, like droplets of golden light rain, continuously fell, merging with her corpse. Gradually, Lu Xuanxuan's skin emitted a faint golden glow, and her pupils turned gold too, like to balls of golden flame burning within her eyes. Even every single vessel and meridian in her body turned gold, with each vein pattern clearer to see. Her aura was becoming increasingly powerful. Han Yi held his breath, cautiously shifting his body, trying to take this opportunity to escape from the Poison Fog Mountain. He was certain that this remnant soul was very possibly the demi-immortals and quasi-immortals who were killed by the golden cicada true immortal in the past. Suddenly, Lu Xuanxuan turned around sharply, her golden pupils fixed on Han Yi, her lips curling up to reveal two sharp teeth, producing a sinister giggle. Blood, fresh blood. 888. Like a chilling wind, Lu Xuanxuan took a stride and launched herself at Han Yi. Shh! With every step that Lu Xuanxuan took, a thick layer of ice would form on the ground. The cold aura on her body became even stronger. Han Yi once read about the demi-immortal remnant soul in an ancient book. A deceased person, if merged with a demi-immortal remnant soul, would need a large amount of fresh blood to strengthen their physical power and revive their old bodily functions. Lu Xuanxuan's cultivation stage was the golden core, but she was an exceptional one. She could only be considered an ordinary golden core below the 4th rank. Her physical body simply couldn't compare to a demi-immortal's to withstand the power of the demi-immortal's remnant soul. She had to absorb a substantial amount of fresh blood, using the blood to temper her body. Whoosh! Hanyi once again infused magic power into the Gale Control Sky Talisman. A moment later, a pair of wind wings sprouted from his back, and he swiftly fled at a speed of 100 meters per second. Behind him was the depth of the Poison Fog Mountain. As Lu Xuanxuan chased after him, Han Yi had no choice but to press on into the poisonous fog-cloaked mountain. If he showed any hesitancy, he would definitely have all his blood drained and die. Lu Xuanxuan had only integrated with a very small portion of the derm-immortal remnant soul, and had yet to truly harness the power of the derm-immortal remnant soul. Hence, her speed was merely a smidge faster than Han Yi's. She closely pursued him from behind, gradually closing the distance between them. Just as it seemed like Lu Xuanxuan was about to catch up, Han Yi threw a thunder bead at her. Boom! The thunder bead split open, forming streaks of lightning. A powerful force of destruction erupted in front of Lu Xuanxuan, sending her flying backward. Protected by the demi-immortal remnant soul, Lu Xuanxuan didn't sustain even the slightest injury from the thunder bead. She quickly leapt up from the ground, letting out a long howl, and once again pursued Han Yi. Looking back, Han Yi groaned inwardly. The power of the thunder bead can't harm her. The demi-immortal remnant soul really is formidable. If I could refine this strand of demi-immortal remnant soul, one could save 10 years of harsh cultivation. A demi-immortal remnant soul, to some extent, is the equivalent of a demi-immortal's inheritance. By absorbing a demi-immortal remnant soul, even though a cultivator will not immediately become a demi-immortal, there are numerous benefits. Their future cultivation speed, regarding primordial spirit and mental power, will significantly surpass cultivators in the same realm. Due to the oppressive miasma of the Poison Fog Mountain, even though Han Yi had wind wings, he couldn't fly. He could only desperately rush towards the top of the mountain. Just as Han Yi sprinted to the mountain's mid-slope, he abruptly halted, cold sweat pouring from his forehead like raindrops. In front of him, dozens of meters away, lay a blue scorpion, its body over 10 meters long, covered with sharp spines. Its two blue eyes stared straight at Han Yi, yet it didn't launch an attack. The blue giant scorpion lay beside a pond, the pond around 10 meters in length and width, with blue and black poisonous plants growing along the shore. The pond's water was incredibly stinky, emitting a potent toxin. Countless human skeletons floated on its surface, dead for who knows how many years. The blue giant scorpion got excited at the sight of Han Yi, letting out a strange "ah." Seeing this, Han Yi realized that he had a purple attribute called Spirit of All Things, which naturally invoked good feelings in beasts. Go. Block this woman. Don't let her come here. Through the translator of proficient beast language, Han Yi's words seemed to have some magic. The scorpions could actually hear and understand him. Whoosh! They swung their sharp giant pincers, their tails dragging along the ground, clashing against the huge rocks on the ground, producing metallic sounds and sparks. Lu Zhuangshuan also caught up from behind, quickly getting closer to Han Yi. In the face of the numerous poisonous scorpions, she didn't flinch. She lightly swung the sword in her hand. Whoosh! Check out the giant scorpion in front of her in half. But Han Yi didn't let despair get to him. He took out another two thunder beads and threw them towards Lu Zhuangshuan. Right after, he swiftly performed the wind-riding dragon shadow, made his way through a steep cliff and fled in another direction. Although Lu Zhuanshuan's consciousness was blurry, she managed to dodge the moment Han Yi threw the second thunder bead. She transformed into an afterimage, rushing to Han Ye's back. Her hands turned into claws, aiming to grasp Han Ye's shoulders. Just as Lu Zhuanshuan's claws were about to grip Han Ye's shoulders, a spatial distortion occurred behind Han Yi. Lu Zhuanshuan's claws seemed to pause slightly in midair. Rip! Lu Zhuanshuan's claws tore open the clothes on Han Ye's back, leaving 10 bloody claw marks from his shoulder to his back. Fresh red beads of blood seeped out from the claw marks,